Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of... I was literally about to say Guardians of the Galaxy.
So much.
It's our Starfinder campaign, right?
Tome of
the Guardians.
Tome of the Guardians, baby.
Guardians of the Tome. Wait.
Guardians
Guardians
yes,
of
there are
Gahul.
7 Guardians.
Of Gahul.
It is not Gahul.
We do have an owl.
I'm an owl, is all I'm saying. Like,
Rise of the...
y'all fuckers could have all been owls too, and we could have lived our Gahul dreams, but you were sleeping.
Ali, I couldn't have been an owl. I have to be an orc.
Of Gahul of the Galaxy.
Cats.
Wait, cats?
Yes, I'm just throwing in warrior
Starland?
cats.
Of Star Clan.
No.
So anyways, I'm your DM Bramble and
That you know one of their names off the top of your head makes me so happy.
and someone tell me what we did last week.
The Warriors were investigating a reason. Can't.
Krozu did a stealth mission.
Krozu
We
Feather.
wouldn't think Krozu was a kitty pet. Krozu stealthed.
I'm sorry, did you just call Krozu a fucking kitty pet?
No, Krozu doesn't want us to think Krozu is a kitty pet.
I see. Okay, that's fair.
That's what I said.
Krozu's a fucking druid.
If you guys say kitty pet one more time,
Hannah, you've already threatened to kill off half the characters.
I will demonetize this video that makes no money. I swear to God.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hannah, you do know the Mistakes Were Made channel is not monetized.
We'll demonetize it so hard that
I'm gonna
you
fucking
pay money.
demonetize it so hard. I'm gonna send you all a Venmo request for $5.
We
Okay.
share a bank account.
I'm gonna anti-monetize the video.
Very well, comrade.
Okay, so actually, what happened? Krozu did go on a stealth mission, but we also had some Toy Story issues to deal with in regards to the previous week, the previous episode, where a bunch of toys came alive. Two
And
of the 4... Sorry, what was that, Hannah?
And you did not have a friend in them.
We did not. We so did not. Neither did the parents of the various children who were at the trinket shop that day, who all basically put requests into the Lucky Strike Guild to, well, the 2 of them put in a request to like, investigate what had happened, and one of them, Nike, put in a request to deliver a beatdown to Fred X Fred, who was the one who delivered the toys.
I love Nike.
I really just
He's so
love that
iconic.
energy. Like, I'm not here for the method, but I'm here for the energy.
You're here for the madness.
When you put it that way.
Jason Connor, that was the couple who that's the couple that we have specifically taken a quest on for. Nike's quest was taken by Jacques and Eloise, I want to say.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
There was also another obligatory Jorts quest, which we did not realise was a Jorts quest until
Until it was too late.
you went on the Jorts quest without the 2 party members who can canonically speak to Jorts. And then the 2
Listen.
party members who can canonically speak to Jorts went to do a maze without any of the flying party members.
Yeah,
And you know what? We both did fucking great.
Yeah, you
We
Yeah.
actually
Great.
did.
you killed it.
It all worked out.
We're basically unstoppable.
I have it in my notes for the Jorts quest. #love wins, because Rook told
Stacy.
what's her name?
Stacy.
That Bo had been watching Jorts for her.
Because Bo has a crush
Someone
on
loved it.
Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so then feelings happened in the second half of the session. Because
Nah.
We learned
well, first of all,
Cat is a widower.
Yeah, first of all, Mallow kind of confronted Crozu into being more open about their emotions and junk, which Crozu was like, seems fake, but maybe. And at this point, when all the gang reunites, it's kind of brought up that Rook's holding something back, and we finally get a bit of Rook's backstory out of them.
They're fine.
The backstory is they're fine.
Yeah, their backstory is that they're fine, and it's cool, and they aren't in mourning.
Yeah.
Totally not more.
And then we build a rat cage palace out of our feelings.
Yeah, we did.
And isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
I hope Nike will think it's beautiful when we give her, because we've already given her daughter 2 rats, and now we're going to give her a very large rat enclosure to take up space in her house.
Well, it'll encase the rats, so...
It will encase the rats. So they will not be free-roaming rats.
Oh,
Yeah.
have a little head.
I do have an important question. Did anyone check that the rats were the same gender?
Yes, we fucking did. Wait, didn't we?
If anyone did, it was Crozu.
I know the answer to this question. It's rhetorical.
But, no, here's the thing, because when we did it, okay, I don't know if we checked, but like Rook or Ali said confidently, oh, I've made sure they're definitely 2 girls.
Sounds like something I would say. Does Rook know anything about rat husbandry?
I would love for you 2 to run the tapes back on that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Next week we're gonna come back to a side quest. Help! Rat problem!
It's okay.
Find homes for our pet rats.
That problem.
Please find homes for our rat babies.
10,000 rats free to good home.
So what I'm they have litters of like less than 10, I'm pretty sure. I will say that right off the top of my head. Also, they need to be in heat. Also, like, there's a cooldown period. Don't fuck with me on rat facts.
Not a cooldown period, though.
Shut the fuck up. If we come back in a week, they will only have had time to have 1 litter, if that. There's a gestation period, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Dally?
Hi.
Let me dead the eyes.
6.
If you open your mouth and say anything except 1 litter of rats maximum, I'm going to call you a KITTYPET, and then we're going to get demonetized.
8 to 16 pups.
For 1 litter? Yeah, no, for 1 litter, yeah, that's okay. It's still less than 20. It's still good. It's still good.
I did nothing!
I'm helping you, if anything.
I can't believe that I just kind of let Ali say, yeah, I make sure they're the same gender, and then we don't follow it up with the DM who actually has control over what gender the rats are.
She made me flip a coin. I'm scared.
You'll find out next week.
I'm sorry, are we determining this now?
Oh, yes.
Why are we finding out next week? Why can't we just find out this week when we go and bring her the rat? They're done. We can just bring her the rat cages.
We're going to bring her the rat cages without having followed up on the things.
She didn't hire us.
I'm sorry. What are the rats going to do while we are on our way to FredX Fred's?
Presumably eat all of Nike's snacks.
I'll do whatever the rest of you think.
No?
This is fine and normal. We'll see the rats eventually.
You know what? It's fine, because Snurt will just let them join his band.
But it's just...
His army of the undead?
I don't want to kill the baby rats.
If it helps, they only have 6 litters a year.
I hate you.
So
That
maybe
does help.
Your facts are not fun, Kitty Pet.
I don't want to owe Hannah $15 just because you guys are doing this to us.
I think the important thing to remember here is that Ali is the one who decided to give pet rats to the small traumatized child.
I was simply trying to bring joy into the life of a child who was traumatized, and I feel like that does not make me the bad guy. I think the bad guy is the druid who didn't check to see the sexes of the rats.
I asked you. I asked you, and I trusted you.
Have
Like
you
a fool.
seen Luke have any kind of affinity for animals? Animals.
Oh my god, you're right. This is all my fucking fault. I'm so sorry.
Are you kidding? Snowdrop loves Rook.
Snowdrop's different. Snowdrop is his bestie's dog.
Bestie's bestie.
Bestie's bestie.
Bestie squared.
$5. That's the same account.
Okay, so because Ali was so indignant, the mic cut out a little bit, but am I to understand that Hannah just Venmoed her wife?
Yes.
They share an account.
Yeah.
Just send me a Venmo request as if we don't share. It's just going to take $5 out of our account. Send it to Venmo, and then Venmo is going to take a 10% cut or whatever.
Well, don't actually do it.
My wife sends me a Venmo request. What am I supposed to do? Not give it to her? Oh my god!
Yes. You will just be giving Venmo the money to Venmo. I can believe that what Hannah would do for the bit. But
You think I would marry someone who does not commit to the bit? Even
no, that's
harder.
true.
Allie commits to bits harder than I do. I will abandon a bit before my wife will abandon a bit.
You know what? You're right.
It's like Hosier said, I wouldn't fall for someone who wouldn't misbehave. And these
Oh my
bitches
God.
do nothing. It's
You
not misbehave.
completed Hannah's request for $5 saying the KP word out loud. I'm not risking it. I like my character.
Thank you. It will be in our account in 1 to 3 days.
Great.
We have just successfully demonetized ourselves. During this recording, you have lost money.
No, as long as you don't hit instant transfer, it doesn't actually take a fee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we've built a rat palace. What time
Yeah.
of day is it now? Is it afternoon? Is it evening?
It is,
I think it was like evening when we.
yeah,
did that.
it is late afternoon. You guys have been to Jason Connor's house for a good chunk of the day. You have built a rat palace out of your feelings.
Yeah.
And like fantasy polymer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came from little baby penguins too.
Sure did.
No.
It was a penguin Aarakocra, right? That's who we bought them from. The
Yeah.
penguin Aarakocras run the polymer shop.
And that's not fucked up at all.
And we traded them weapons in exchange for their polymer.
Yeah, and then along with the polymer, you know what they gave you?
27 forges.
27
We had to make more metal, or
Or the
Their
baby penguins would have
sacrifice.
died for nothing.
This is deep lore that no one will understand unless they specifically played Ark with us.
My
well, that's
wife
good because
and Bucky.
this series was already so accessible to new
Wasn't it
viewers.
though?
My wife and Bucky went into the cold lands in Ark while everybody else was asleep.
It was like
And
3 a.m.
slaughtered baby penguins.
I want to say it was
Realize-
like, I think it was like almost a 12-hour span of time.
We were up all night.
like in real life.
I was still awake when my dad came out and saw me crying from laughter because I was just whispering periodically to you, 27 forges, and you would do the same
Yeah.
periodically, and like we were just so exhausted that we would
Yeah.
just burst into
My
laughter.
favorite part about that was finding out that the forges radiated significant heat to the point where it was actually killing us in the game.
I put so many forges in our house that it was freezing cold outside because it was nighttime on the beach. So it was freezing cold outside.
We had to break open the roof or something.
I remember, didn't you guys like disassemble all the forges before anyone else woke
Yeah,
up?
we kept whispering, "No one can know. No one can ever know."
They
So
won't
naturally,
understand.
you told us all the next day as soon as you saw us.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether or not I walked in on this. Like, I came in on this.
I think you did.
We got caught by at least 2 distinct people. So
I
yes.
think I might have come out of the bedroom at some point. I may or may
Yeah,
not
that
have.
morning. That morning.
Oh, you're right. I came out of that morning to go to work.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, my dad walked into the living room at like 7 a.m. and I'm just sitting there crying from laughing so hard over 27 extra forges, and he was just like, "What?" And I was just like, "You won't understand." The baby penguin.
The baby penguin that you slaughtered.
Listen, the important thing is that you did manage to smelt all the organic polymer.
Yes.
Well, we did manage to smelt all the metal we needed, so we did it. We built it an industrial forge?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was all to build a bigger forge.
Oh my god, I forgot it was to build a bigger forge.
It was like there was like an industrial forge and like it was like an air conditioning unit or something.
Well, you needed that one.
Well,
Oh my
yes,
god,
but
Ark
no,
is such a fucking ridiculous
like,
game.
set up a permanent camp in the north, which by the way was not a fun time when we were actually out there murdering the penguins. We died a lot.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I accidentally ate some organic polymer, and
No.
that while I was in the middle of like the ocean on an ice floe, that wasn't fun.
It didn't end well.
Now you're making it play.
Oh, you know the saddest part of this is that eventually Ark 2 is going to come out and we're all going to play that probably.
Obviously.
sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
man.
definitely.
100%
Okay,
play.
this has been the Ark Hour here on Mistakes Were Made. We now return you to our D&D game, currently a little bit in progress. I think we got maybe...
Like 5 minutes in.
We were
while
in
we're
the
on
summary.
ad break, this session is anti-sponsored by Gatorlight. Don't buy it. It's disgusting.
That's fair.
Unless you require hydration to be upright, in which case it does work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, you could
About
use a
it.
different Gatorade.
You
You can't. Gatorade is
actually.
the most.
The reason
effective.
it's so gross is because it has like triple the electrolytes in it or some shit.
Oh,
That's
This
right,
is
buddy.
basically just sweetened ocean water.
ew, gross. My condolences.
It's a bad time, Dally.
That's rough, buddy.
But it hydrates you.
My favorite part is on here they list sodium and chloride as 2 separate electrolytes.
Jesus.
Anyways, so what are you guys doing today?
Besides
best.
dropping off the rat cage.
Our best.
Besides
I
dropping
think,
off the
I
rat.
think we can drop off the rat cage before we head out, can't we?
I believe
I've
we are.
been threatened with you're going to do it without looking into who attacked the children.
I was just asking a question. You guys can do
Your
whatever you
questions
want.
are full of threats.
I do know Karin is going to say that
Definitely.
we should get on the road to the manufacture place.
Yes, correct. Are we going with Jacques and Eloise because they are also investigating the same thing?
That is a good question.
Jacques and
think that-
Eloise, last I saw them, were at the table next to ours, but that was before we started building a rat palace, so I don't know if they're I look over. Are Jacques and Eloise still at the table next to us?
Leave when we started talking about feelings?
Eloise did leave very quickly, yes, but you are still able to find them. They're having evening weapons practice out in the courtyard.
Tight.
Oh, I will say this. How long will it take us to get to, I want to say, Chilton? Is that where Fred is based?
Yes, that is correct.
How far away is Chilton?
Chilton is going to... Yes, Allie?
Sorry, I grew up watching the Gilmore Girls. And Chilton was the prep school that...
Oh god,
Sorry,
it
like-
was. Memories come flooding back.
You did not. You didn't...
I don't know what... Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a preppy.
no.
It's just a preppy grammar school.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It takes
it's not a
how long
great... It is about 2 days north of you guys, making pretty decent time.
Okay, so we'll need to stop in the middle and either make camp or, like, if there's an inn or something. Actually, yeah, looking at a map, which I'm guessing is easy enough to find at a guild hall,
Yes.
can we plot our route and, like, see if there's a place to stop, or we'll just have to make camp?
Yeah, absolutely. So you all look at your map and you discover that as you're plotting your route, you guys would have to like ride for a day, spend the night, ride for another day, and either like spend the night and or push yourselves pretty hard to like get a pace going. So would you rather push yourselves pretty hard and arrive at Chilton at night on the second day, or would you rather do a more leisurely pace and have 2 rest stops, because that will determine your sort of vibe?
Is it
2 rest stops.
Is there a town on the way, or is it 2 camping?
2 rest stops.
Is there a town on the way, or
I
is
believe
it just...
The answer is dependent on whether or not.
If it's 2 rest stops, then yeah.
Okay.
Where will we
There
be?
is-
Yeah, if we take 2 rest stops, where are we stopping, basically?
Okay. There. You keep making this face.
I almost interrupted you again as you were like doing the thing, and I was like, no, that's 2. It was now I made a face by accident, and now I've done it.
There is a relatively small logging town along the river that you could get to that's about like, I'd say 2/3 of the way there as you're traveling north. And you would be able to probably not find like great accommodations, but you could probably find like an inn there. Or at least somebody who would let you like shelter in a barn for a couple gold bucks. Not actual gold, probably like 10 copper or something. Because it is a barn.
I like barns.
But during the first part of the trip, it's a little bit of a trek with not a lot of places to set up camp, because any sort of travel to and from that area tends to be along the river.
I vote we rough it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm cool
rough
with that.
Rough it, spend night 2 in a barn.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that 2 rest stops?
2
or
rest
1?
stops.
2 rest stops, and then we arrive at Chilton during the day, which seems like a more hospitable time to show up there, because we're just asking questions. We're not making accusations and threats yet.
Yet.
Give me time. I need to get warmed up. So wait, is the first stop camping and the second stop's at the logging town? Or is it the
Yes.
one? Cool.
Again, there's a lot of like riverboat travel. There's not a ton of like on the road travel with just sort of packs and camping. And
Are we able to take a riverboat up?
you could hire one if you wanted to.
Will we know the cost offhand, or?
You would probably have to negotiate a little bit, but I will let let's see. You don't know. You
I might.
might know. You could know. You don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let Rook and Karin roll, let's say like a history check to see if you know like what a fair price for renting a riverboat
That's a
is.
straight +2. That's an 8.
History check, you said?
I said a history check unless you have something you can justify to me.
I don't think there's anything I can do to help me right now. That's a
Definitely
6.
Okay. You guys
Beefed it.
We beefed
know,
No, we know.
you know that there are cool boats on the river sometimes. They mostly carry logs, but sometimes things that aren't logs.
Yeah.
They're nice to look at.
They are. I like watching the river.
It's the big paddle boats.
Yeah. This has been a complete summary of everything you know about riverboats.
They're an elegant mechanism.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You
too
know,
bad we can't ride on a riverboat.
you know,
Too bad.
one of your husband's like extremely distant like eighth cousins actually invented the riverboat
Really?
way back. Yeah, like the mechanism for the wheel.
Cool.
It will not get you a discount or
No.
You were related to Steamboat Willie?
your husband kind of complaining about it because every time that Ansel came to a family reunion, he wouldn't shut the fuck up about how he invented the riverboat, even though it was actually just like the paddles gearbox.
Has your uncle thought about branching into riverboats?
My uncle?
Yes.
His mistress is
Yeah.
the sea.
Listen,
Why would-
the lake is like a little sea. And it's like they're all freshwater anyway. Wait, your oceans are freshwater. Does that mean your lakes are saltwater, or is it all freshwater?
Except for very rare locations, and primarily those are on
Alex.
a continent that you are not currently on. There is very little naturally occurring salt in the world. It is
Really?
Yes, it is basically the most like highly valued and contested
Baby.
substance
Yeah.
Interesting.
on the planet for the most part.
Are you a sad man?
You know, obviously it's something that a lot of people like have possession of and have at least a little bit of, but it's quite costly, mostly because it has to be imported. And the reason that Dragonborns tend to be a lot wealthier than other folks is ancestral wealth coming from the fact that their home continent is where like 90% of all the salt is mined.
Damn. Hannah, I love your world.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
good.
Yeah. Oh no. What have I done? Oh god.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong on this, but given it's going to be at least 2 days travel anyway, and it's like getting on for evening now, does it make sense to head out in the morning?
That is what I would
I
recommend.
would say so, unless for some reason you really want to travel at night.
No, not really.
No.
I want to deliver a rat palace.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Oh, and like we should probably also consult with Jacques and Eloise, since I guess they'll want, we'll be traveling together, right? Probably.
It depends on whether you got or not you guys would like to. Jacques and Eloise are
You said
At
they
this
were.
assuming that you're investigating pretty much separately, but they'd probably be happy to come along if you guys ask them.
Rook appears out of a cloud of caffeine.
No. Terrifying.
Yes. I mean, we do want them to come, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be nice.
I love them.
We get to
Cruzy's
be buddies.
undecided.
Besties.
Besties.
We're besties.
Yeah. Rook swoops down after their bout is finished.
Okay. The swooping is a little dangerous. Eloise does have a gun, which she is insisting on referring to as her cantrips.
Yeah, that's fair.
Incredible.
You mean you can cast those without using spell slots? Damn!
Rook is full of love, not brain.
Yes. You
Love
I
is
do.
swoop down.
Love
You
is
do
stored
get
in my head.
like a pin feather, just like, or not a pin feather. I forget the big ones. Okay. Anyways, you get one of the big wing feathers just like knocked out. You have like a little like gap tooth for a couple days after this.
Yeah.
And Eloise says, "Oh, hey, sorry. Yeah, was shooting at Jacques."
Miss.
Yeah, that's normal.
Jacques says, "How else am I supposed to learn to dodge stuff?"
Makes sense. Are you guys going to Chilton?
Yeah, but well, I mean, we were gonna see about that. See where we've been asking around for where Fred is on his route. And nobody knows, but his offices are based in Chilton. So I guess we're just gonna wait there with a big sack.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to Chilton if you want like travel buddies in the morning.
Eloise says, well, I mean, I guess well, you know that I'm kind of a morning person, right? Like, is that okay? Because I know sometimes that can be a little bit off-putting to a lot of people. And I really I know like when Jacques and I travel, it's and Jacques cuts her off and says, we'd be honored to travel with you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. I can't see how that could ever be a problem.
And Eloise says, do you guys make coffee? I love coffee.
Here.
No.
Oh my gosh. The sun is like already set, the clouds are darkening, and she just slams probably at least a full cup of coffee as she's tilting her head back.
It is, I think, espresso specifically. Let me just check.
It's nearly bedtime. Why would you do this?
No, it just says bottle of boundless coffee. So it's just coffee.
And she says, that stuff's great. I mean, like, it's not great taste-wise, but I love that my eyes vibrate.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
I'm dead.
Anyway, we should let's meet down in the we'll get breakfast downstairs and then
Ooh, I love breakfast.
Yeah. We'll drink some more coffee and we'll get on the road. Do you guys like road trip games?
Oh no.
She says, yeah, we do. Have you ever played the Minister's Cat? You just talk the whole time. There's lots of sort of rhythmic chanting. It's almost like a sing-song.
I prefer the quiet game, as I am the current running champion of our group.
Yeah, but you're not here.
Yeah, like
No one said they went with Ruth.
There.
off in the distance where Clud is right now, he's just losing the will to live and he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
I specifically didn't go because I want to drop off the Rat Palace, but wherever Crozu is, they are feeling very similar to how Clud's doing.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to learn about the rules, but we should probably wait till tomorrow so everyone understands.
Yeah, absolutely. This 100%. It's such a good folk game. Yeah, my folks actually used to play it, and then I taught it to Jacques, and Jacques really good at it. And Jacques just kind of nods.
I love Jacques.
I love him so much.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, sounds great. So do you guys have any plans for like the rest of the day? Do you braid each other's hair before you go?
I was probably gonna write a letter.
Okay, I don't know what your whole like pre-mission ritual is.
We should come up with a pre-mission ritual.
No.
Let's hear pre-mission.
Oh, well, Jock braids my hair so that it doesn't get stuck in any of my spell components. And then I polish Jock's head. That doesn't really like do anything. It's just nice.
Yeah. Well,
Like skincare, but for rocks.
yeah. Huh.
And
Jock says, I have skin, it's just different.
Oh, I think I'm misremembering something. I had it in my head that that Jacques was a Goliath.
He is a Goliath.
Oh, Goliaths are made of rocks? No.
They're not made of rocks, they just have very like strong gray skin and are like vaguely descended from mountain giants, I think.
Okay. I am not up enough on my lore. Okay.
Yeah.
It's why Grog is called a half giant in the Vox Machina series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched series 2 of that yet.
Being somewhat hyperbolic. Then we do face masks.
Face mask?
Yeah.
I like the dishwasher.
I think it was the washing machine.
Is it laundry time?
Sounds like the toilet having an epileptic fit.
Let me go check that out. I think we're haunted.
See,
It
the only
looks
thing
right.
I can hear is Max going ham on his bone. Although I can't hear that right now.
No, he's on the bed wagging his tail.
He was going ham on his bone earlier, though, because I could definitely hear, like...
Yes, he was.
I wasn't just imagining it. That's good.
I don't know what the problem is, but something needs to be investigated, and it involves water.
What was that? Investigating.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Oh, hang on. Must have been the wind.
Oh, wait, no. I'm not... What? I didn't see. I was tabbed away. What did Hannah do? Oh, making it with the little arrow. Yes, but for full authenticity, the arrow should be in the knee.
True.
I see a background dog. Hello, Clover.
Dog.
I think I can see a Clover in the background.
Woof, woof.
The one with the wag.
What do you mean, ha?
Huh?
I was right, it was the toilet.
Yeah.
What'd it do?
Is it alive?
Sounds like it.
Guys, why is the encounter music started over on your end?
You
What-
know, that's a great question.
What did
Why are
Della
there-
say?
Why are there health potions next to you now?
Do y'all have a septic tank or you're a sewer?
I think we're city sewer, but we had like a weird sewer blowout the other day
Ooh.
that like at the time was fixed.
That's just generic encounter music and not like boss music, right?
Well,
Depends on what they come back with.
Oh my god. 2 people went to investigate. This is the oldest fucking trick in the book.
Yeah. No, 2 people each went individually to investigate.
Yeah. Okay, so if
I
any...
lost it by the fact that my wife would be the first to die in a horror movie.
You're alive!
B!
what happened?
Okay, so from my perspective, B started walking through the doorway, said we're alive, and then got violently yanked back through the door.
That seems right.
That sounds about right.
So basically, whatever happens, the remaining 3 of you need to stick together so that the assassin at least has a bit more of a fight to put up with.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Hannah.
Oh God. I'm the only one of us 3 who doesn't have mobility issues.
Well,
Are we going by 80s horror movie tropes or mid 2000s horror movie tropes or current horror movie tropes?
I was
honestly
thinking of like video games.
Well, depending on which era of tropes we're going with, the virgin is the one who's gonna survive.
That's what I was gonna make a joke about before Bucky made his joke, and I was gonna say none of us is
Safe.
virginal.
Legally speaking.
Legally speaking,
It depends on how you want to classify
I wasn't
virgin.
gonna put your sex life on a recorded podcast line.
Please let me know if you want me to edit any of this out.
I don't care.
That's fair. Okay, I can see B.
So
I'm pretty sure it's B, but it might be some kind of mimic impersonating B, so just be careful, okay?
So what happened?
The toilet's bubbling.
There's a clog somewhere in our venting line for the sewage, which, you know, probably is somewhat related to the cap of it flying off in our front yard and covering our front yard in human waste.
Ew.
So, presumably the problem was not solved.
Cool.
I'm shocked.
The plumber said that there are probably roots in the lines, so it might never be solved. But in the meantime, we have a bubbling toilet because it's not draining properly fast enough because there's a clog somewhere in the pipes.
That's fucking terrifying.
What?
You know the random bubbling noise that I keep hearing?
Fascinating.
Well, if you go
If you have an
investigate
ice
the
maker,
toilet,
it could also be the ice maker.
Our ice maker doesn't work.
It could still be the ice maker.
It could still be Ice Maker.
That's-
Anyway, mystery solved.
Anyways, Allie's hilarious.
What did you do?
It was her idea to be like going out there and then pull me back, and it was very funny.
It was,
Yes.
to be fair.
For comedy's sake. And we are not.
The scream was not for comedy's sake. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I was as shocked as everyone else was, even though I knew it was coming.
My
I
favorite
mean-
Taylor Swift album is 1985.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Okay, B's not the imposter.
I'm a normal human.
Oh
Enter-
no, that's exactly the kind of thing a doppelganger would say, Allie.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite Jonas brother?
The one with hair.
She didn't say John.
She didn't say John.
It's an imposter.
It's an imposter.
Out the airlock.
She's a synth.
She's a Sith.
To be fair, she did conclusively prove that she does not know who any Jonas brother is.
Yeah, but her first instinct is to say John with her full chest.
This
That's
is something I
John
did not
Jones.
know.
Jonas' brother.
That's not entirely true. Hey babe, what's this dice's name?
DA?
Clock is ticking, I need a real name. It's my new pet, what's it called?
Francesca.
Thank you! Against all odds, oh,
Don't let the dog
don't
eat it.
let the dog
Don't
eat
it.
it.
Oh no, Francesca, come back.
Against all odds, that is my real wife.
Well, I'm
Yes.
glad everyone made it back from the toilet of horror.
Yes. Anyways, that'll be a fun maintenance request.
Again.
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 Where did my dog go?
Over there.
She's just vibing.
Over where?
Over there.
I thought she went that way.
Yeah, I saw her come out of the kitchen.
She's just conducting business.
Business.
She business dog.
Baby girl.
Yeah.
It's like Yoshi conducting his business.
Okay, so you're going to deliver the Rat Palace?
I sure am. I'm strong, I can carry
Okay.
it by myself, right?
You are capable of carrying it by yourself. Is anyone coming with you?
Hi.
Yeah.
I will not stop anyone from coming with me because I've experienced character growth. I will
Okay,
look
well-
grumpy about it though.
I think Ruku's probably talking to Jacques and Eloise. at this
Yeah, I'm
point,
not
but
gonna
I'll
let
go.
Root come with.
Clud and I'm gonna assume Clud and Card are just chilling in the main hall. Yeah.
We're besties now, so you can't get rid of me anymore.
Is that in or out of character?
It's in
Yes.
character. But it's also true. Out of character.
Gay. That's gay.
There's no getting
Krozu
rid of
looks like they don't know how to process this because they don't.
That's gay.
Krozu will, find out Nike's address from Janie, I suppose, and go from there.
Yeah. You were definitely able to find out her address. And you find her sort of she lives a little bit on the outskirts of town for the most part. She not sort of towards the rural area, but she lives closer to the cemetery where Mother Griselda lives and works.
I had a moment where I was like fully expecting the words "Mother Gothel" to come out of your lips, and I don't.
This comes up every single time I mention Mother Griselda. I want
Mother
you to know.
G.
You know, I've never remembered it.
I know. That's why
She's
I'm
the
telling
friendly
you.
Loxodon. She's so nice.
No, I mean I've never remembered the Mother Gothel conversation.
Oh.
That's why I'm
Yeah, I
telling
don't
you
remember it
that.
either, in fairness.
I don't
Like-
remember any.
No, I never remember the fact that we've already seen Get Smart.
Which one?
That one.
Every time I make you watch it with me, so I think it'll be funny and then it's bad.
No, Get Smart's pretty okay.
Was it Get Smart? Which one was it?
Get Smart is the one with Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway.
Literally, the last time we watched it, you were like, "We have seen this together, and it is not good."
Oh man,
I mean,
it has Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway, and it's not good. That's so disappointing.
I would say it's a fairly middling movie.
To be fair, anything with Steve Carell is hit or miss.
I guess. I just like Steve Carell.
Yeah, like I would
found out
say,
he's a bro. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say that Get Smart does have a much higher than average percentage of fat phobia in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I hate
if
that.
past that, it's a decent little flick. But you know, that's always a fun thing for any comedy movie. Is like
Oh, sure.
I literally cannot think of a comedy in the past since I've been alive does not have at least one moment of fat phobia in it.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah, I see our thinking. I see our processing. Literally the only body positive comedy I can think of is Kung Fu Panda. And the reason
that's fair.
it is body positive is because of the fat phobia that he overcomes.
Oh.
I would say Jack Black does have a little bit more body positive stuff.
Yeah, Jack Black, I will say, works hard to maintain body positivity, but that does not mean that his comedies are.
It's not 100%
phobia free.
I mean,
it's not 100%, but they've got a better percentage than most.
He addresses the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is better
More
than
you
just
say, like other comedians like Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah. Anyways.
So we head to Nike's, which, as you said, is on the outskirts of town, not far from Mother Griselda's.
Yeah. It's just sort of a quiet little, like, it's not far enough out from town to really be a suburb, but it's a more residential area where a lot of artisans live and some of them work. It's also what you would recognize as sort of a less affluent area. Not like super duper poor by any means, but
hi.
Not the people making huge bank.
Sure.
And you're sort of walking this dirt path, and you eventually come to a house with these blue wooden pickets hammered into the ground around a sort of beautifully raked dirt yard.
Well, that's cute.
And you are able to sort of go up and knock on the door of the small house. And Nike opens pretty much immediately after your first or second knock. And she says, "Oh, hi, Crozu, right?"
Yeah, hi. Yeah. I'm surprised you can see me over the... I kind of turn to one side. Hello. So, you probably remember...
In my head, it was like in your inventory, like a video game.
like Animal Crossing.
Crozu just pulls it out of their hammer space.
It's just a little leaf.
Yeah.
Until you set it down.
So, what you've come over here with?
It's a rat cage. See, you probably remember that my associate Rook gave your daughter a pair of rats, but I realized we did not then follow up by giving you a place to put the rats. So we have now constructed a place for the rats. Huh?
Did I get your name last time? And she's gonna kind of like bend her elbow around the rat cage to try to greet Mallow.
Mallow, yeah. Anyways, the word you were looking for was friend. Your friend, Rook.
My work friend,
not?
Rook.
Yeah, but we're also friends.
Right. Well. And her daughter, did I say Kate?
I don't think you need the daughter.
I don't remember the daughter having a name.
Well, if Dally doesn't remember, they probably didn't, but I'll check.
I don't have it written. I know.
Circuit maker. I see pen pals. We're in pen pals with raw. A doll can deliver delicious banana tarts.
Which
for
bathroom?
protection. Trinket shop. 8 kids.
Try it.
Which toilet was bubbling?
That one.
The closest one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I need to pee. I don't.
Oh my god, Bucky, be careful.
Bro, it's the entire system. Just pee where you want. I mean, don't pee where you
No!
want. That's not what I meant. Whichever of the 2 toilets we own, you can use to piss.
Go piss, girl. Yes.
You're pissing alone here, Blue.
Welcome to the toilet discourse here on Mistakes Were Made.
Probably take that out. Maybe.
You want me to take that out? I'll take that out if you want me to.
No, listen. Our viewers demand a certain amount of piss time. We have to have a certain amount of airtime talking about piss, or they can't finish.
Damn it.
It's staying in now.
You won't be monetized if we don't talk about piss? Is that what you're talking
We're
about?
never going to be monetized if we don't talk
Allie,
about
I
piss.
don't know if you're aware with what it takes to become monetized on YouTube, but it will be a cold day in hell.
Now, I am Piss McPants.
Buddy.
Piss McPants.
So now Bucky is pissing pants, and there was nothing that between when Allie his thing and when Bucky went to piss. Bucky's just the fastest pisser alive.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Cool.
Jace exited his tribe with 2 kids. That's too
Right.
far. Mom, okay. Luke
Anyways.
gives out the cloaks. Where's the rat?
It would have been right before the cloaks.
What I can remember is that she named the rats after fantasy monsters because one of them was called Tarask, but I can't remember what the other one was called. And I certainly can't remember what the little girl was called.
The mom's name is Nike.
Yeah, that I remember.
I don't know the child's name. It's not in my notes.
You're doing great.
Okay, well,
We're all doing great.
anyways, her name's Katya now.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
You love Katya?
Slay.
That rings a bell now that you mention it. Anyway,
Because it's a famous drag queen.
I don't keep up with drag.
God. God.
That's okay.
I miss
You don't have
Jean.
to know. You don't have to know.
Okay.
I miss Jean.
We're very old.
We're ancient and decrepit.
I'm
28.
old. I'm old.
Yeah, but in pop culture years.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
You all need to shut the fuck up. I'm 35.
Listen.
I'm old.
You whippersnapper. Anyway.
Anyways. Yeah, so Katya comes out. She has a rat in each hand.
No.
You get sort of the vibe that she has maybe not really put them down since she got them.
They're social.
the-
It's okay.
The rats each have like a chunk of you think maybe pineapple in their little rat paws, which they have not put down since they got it.
This is fucking adorable.
And she says, "Rat guy, hi."
I look around as if like Rook has materialized behind me. Hello. Rook's not here at the moment, but he helped make this. I kind of heft the rat cage in my arms. This is a place where your rats can live.
And there's her new 2 best friends.
Yeah.
What's that, sorry?
Oh, Allie looked scandalized when she said who about Rook, and I said there's Rat Guy, there's Rat Bird, and there's her 2 new best friends. She does not know anyone else.
Oh, and Mom.
Yes, she
Oh,
does know
obviously.
Mom.
These are new friends she's made since yesterday.
And she says, Is that for them?
Yeah, rats need quite a lot of space to run around in. Ideally you'll bring them out of the rat palace sometimes so they can get a bit more exercise and stimulation. Rats are highly intelligent creatures. They need a lot of enrichment. I'm talking quite a lot, aren't I? Ms. Nike, do you have anywhere I can place this for you?
She says, it can go in Katya's room.
That makes sense. Katya, would you show me where I can put this, please?
Yeah. And she kind of toddles off. She ducks under the kitchen counter, and you can see her kind of knock one of her horns against it. It looks like she's still not quite used to either being as tall or as horned as she is.
Wait, Katya?
She's a tiefling, right?
Yeah.
I thought she was a Ganassi like her mum.
I do have that in my notes.
I thought Jason Connor had a tiefling kid.
Anyways.
I can
She's
hear
been Ganassi this entire time.
She has though, right?
Remember that.
Okay.
And she does not have horns.
Okay.
Because I know things about my NPCs, all of which are written down in real notes.
Made of coral.
I mean, they are a little bit.
Fire
written down in... Wait, what?
No, they're not. That I'm sure about.
Oh god. Were they?
I remember this now, she's a mixed race Ganassi. And
Okay.
neither of us are water.
Fire Ganassi is ringing a bell now.
Yeah.
We're victorious. Heal bystanders.
Anyways, yeah, so she, we're going back in time to before she accidentally had horns for a second.
Yeah.
And anyways, I'm back to weaving a tapestry that is accurate now.
Cool.
And she kind of takes a running jump, and with just sort of this extra puff of air, you see her hop all the way over the kitchen table, rats in tow, and she says, "Come on, my room's this way."
I follow, somewhat more clumsier because I don't have air powers and am carrying a large rat palace.
You maneuver it around the kitchen table and around the cot that's kind of set up in the main living area. And Katya opens the only other door. Well, yeah, the only other door, and shows you into her little room, where she has she very quickly sort of clears out a space against the wall, and she says, "It can go here."
I place the rat cage where she indicates.
She says, "Okay," and she says, "Okay, go in," and she lets the rats down, and she says, "Thank you. Now Banana and Pepper have a room."
Oh, they're called Banana and Pepper now.
Yes.
Good. Those are good names.
Thank you. I made them up myself.
Very good. Okay, so I'll show, like, this being a rat palace designed by Krozu and Rook, there are, like, 3 different doors. So I'll make sure she knows where all of them are. There's, like, one kind of opens out the top, one is in the middle, one's at the bottom, and, like, obviously the whole thing kind of lifts up so you can get to the base for cleaning it, but I'll explain that to Nike afterwards. But yeah.
Nike will redirect you directly back to Katya and say, "Yeah, no, she says she's ready for this responsibility, and so she's going to learn how to clean the cage." Nike
enough.
does kind of hang out in the back so that she also learns just in case, though,
Yeah.
while you're teaching Katya.
I will teach Katya, like, roughly how to clean the cage and what kind of substrate you need, where you can get it. Presumably from the penguins. No, that's polymer.
How dare you?
The only way.
I will say, as a disclaimer, you don't put polymer substrate in a rat's cage. It's paper-based, I promise.
Stally, thank you for clarifying.
Don't put dead penguins in your rat cage. I'm pretty sure that's some kind of felony.
She says, "Oh, I can use my mom's shavings."
You're what?
I can use my mom's shavings.
I glance over to Nike questioningly.
And Nike says, "I carve like wooden statuary in my spare time." Is what she
Oh.
She's not shaving me.
I was slightly concerned. Yeah, as long as it's not sawdust, rats have very sensitive noses, so they get irritated by dust and sawdust, but other than that, you should be good.
Yeah, it's shavings. I actually made, and she points out Katya's bed frame. You almost didn't recognize it as wood at first because it's like burnished black, but you realize that the surface is actually like carved wood that's been charred and rubbed smooth, so it has this even shiny black surface.
Wait, you made this is gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, I have been trying to set up a stall at the market, but it's a fair bit of expense to get started on something like this for a charcoal burner. So,
Oh, is charcoal burning your day job?
Just out of curiosity.
No reason.
Well, the fee to have a weekly market stall is 10 gold, which is a fair bit. Plus, I would need, wood and supplies and enough spare time to make the stock. So,
If I gave you 25 gold, would that be enough to start something?
she says, "If you what?"
You what?
You're really talented, and I think you could make a good profit on your work. It's very beautiful.
Mallow, are you maybe talking about investing in her business?
Thank you for the thought. I couldn't accept something like that, though.
I kind of... You know how Clud's a rich kid? I kind of just want him to burst through the door like, investments!
You're just not there.
It's very kind, but I couldn't be beholden to you all in that way. You've done enough making Katya happy.
Are you sure? Because my friend did kind of dump 2 rats on you without any prior warning. Not that rats aren't wonderful, fascinating, inquisitive creatures, this directed specifically to Katya, because they're fantastic, but they're also a lot of upkeep, and if I'm not saying, what am I trying to say? I'm not sure how much of a favor we did you.
Don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, me neither.
She glances over where Katya is very carefully setting up. She's discovered that the rats enjoy pineapple at this point, and will eventually vary their diets probably. But what she's doing right now is she's very, very carefully taking like rings of pineapple that are dried that she's put on a string. and hanging them inside, in between the bars of the cage from the ceiling, so that the rats can like jump and grab them and nibble on them for enrichment. And
Really sweet.
and she looks just totally engrossed in that, and she says, "You did me a favor. It's fine."
Krozu has got distracted by the pineapple strings and is like, "Whoa, where did you get that idea from? That's exactly the kind of enrichment I'm talking about. You've got a knack for this."
Now the crows are
It's how we dry them, and I just thought I like jumping around on a swing, and sometimes I imagine the swing is made of candy, and I thought, what if the swing was actually made of candy?
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. You're great at this.
Thank you.
She's gonna grow up to be a druid or some sort of animal-related class.
I'm working on getting 2 of them.
I really like animals, but a dog's too big for where we live, so I just sort of been looking around. I feed the cats outside sometimes.
Yeah, you want to make sure that the rats and the cats aren't ever in the same place, though. It's a little dangerous.
No, that's why they have a castle now. It'll keep them
Yeah. Oh, now I wanted to double check. Hannah, tell me if this is too meta, but I wanted to double check. Is it 2 girl rats that Root gave you? Maybe I'll just double check real quick. Root didn't know about how much space rats needed, so I don't know if you can control what gender of rat comes out of it. Maybe I'll just check. Hannah, can I check?
Please.
I would like you to roll animal handling to get a hold of Banana and Pepper.
Animal handling is something I am good at. I am a druid. I have a +5. And I just need to not roll bad. That's all I need to do, is just roll not bad.
They've been what? Wrestling.
Will someone get me one of the fancy ones?
I got a 19.
Okay. You have checked. The rats are both male.
What wins?
It's Nibs and Tootles. Sorry.
And you can thank Bucky's clutch coin flip for that.
Thank you,
Thank
Bucky.
God, Bucky, thank you.
Definitively male side.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I will... The thing is... Yeah. I'll kind of go, you have boy rats. But, good news, they're still not going to breed with each other.
She goes, oh. And Nike goes, oh.
This is extremely cute.
She wanted a rat army.
Listen,
I respect it.
she's not old
but
enough for a rat
unfortunately-
army yet.
I'm just glad we don't have to separate the rats. I didn't really want to make a second palace.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
What
Whisper,
are,
whisper.
what are B and Allie whispering conspiratorially about?
I think I'm not going to blow up their spot because I do actually hear enough to know what it's about.
I heard sculpture and winner.
I think hijinks might be about to ensue.
They're just whispering.
Hey babe, are there any festivals? We should have this conversation in character later if Nala comes back and tells Rook about this.
Okay.
I feel like Mallow's going to come back and tell Rook about this.
Yeah, but no, I think better to be planned in character.
This is fascinating. I look forward to see what mischief you two are getting up to. That's all that Krozu wanted to do at Nike and Katya's, but I don't know if Mallow wanted to do anything else.
No, as we leave, I just want to like reach for her hand. Just think about my offer.
Bruh.
I will not.
My pal. My buddy.
I will kind of like, Crozier's kind of noting that Mallow really wants to help Nike, and that Nike, obviously doesn't want to accept any kind of charity or what have you. And Crozier will kind of lean back a little as they're going and say, do you accept commissions, like, when you have time?
Sure. No, when I have time and wood available, absolutely.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just had this mental image of what'll 25 gold get me?
It'll probably get the material she needs to actually make the thing.
It would get her more than that.
Yeah.
25 gold is a lot of money.
Yeah, remember, you all are adventurers who both buy things that are very expensive and make a lot of money all in one fell swoop.
Yep.
Nike currently has no spare cash because she put up an Adventurers Guild request.
Oof. Yeah, that's fair.
So good that I'm not accepting any money from her.
We didn't take her
We didn't
request.
take it.
Shaka and Eloise did.
Connor and Jace are a lot more financially stable.
Watch
You kind
me
of have to be.
not to take her money. Watch me.
Technically, okay.
You staring at me?
Yeah, I'm not here, so I can't. But plans.
Anyways, you guys walk back to the Adventurers Guild.
We sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brooke, I need your advice.
Oh no, are you caffeinated?
Yes.
Eloise is riding Root
No.
like a
Yeah.
beautiful winged steed.
Yes.
She's the only one small enough to do it.
Oh, look at my bestie! Come on! And we come towards you like speeding owl right at you.
Eloise deploys like a small drag chute as you get close so that you're not impaled.
Yeah. And I go, Shoo!
And she does yell, "I'm casting feather falling," as she does it.
Good. You called?
So I need to give someone money without them knowing that I'm giving them money.
Interesting. Okay, give me some details.
So Nike
Right.
has this incredible talent for like woodworking,
Mhm.
like whittling and stuff.
Cool.
But she can't afford to get like a stall at the market.
What do those cost?
She said like 10 gold, and then like she needs like supplies and stuff and everything. And so
Okay.
I offered her
Probably like time to carve, right?
yeah, and like plenty
Single
of time.
mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I offered like 25.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't like that at all.
She thought it was
No.
very sweet of you.
There's probably a lot of pride there. Okay.
Are you guys discussing it like in the hall?
I zoomed at
Yeah.
my buddy, like I think you like approached. You were in the courtyard probably if I like flew down at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will. Can I make an interjection here, which is that I pick up Brooke, who probably still has an Eloise on them. I'm
for
going
sure.
to gently pick up Brooke and take them to their rooms so they can discuss this financial matter in private.
Is she going to town on herself, or is she gagging?
She's going to town on herself.
Okay, anyways.
She's looking at pussy.
She's just real
Clover's
into
a
the
dog.
pussy.
We're not
so-
talking about... Yes.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. So yes, you take us to our room.
We sure do.
I have a brilliant still dangling from Crozier's hand. I have an idea. Okay, you said like amazing woodcarver?
Yeah,
Like really good?
like really good.
Okay. So my family sometimes, like every year there's like a festival, in my hometown, and different businesses sponsor different things for, like the community, like contests. And
I'm obsessed with watching you explain this without accidentally inventing a holiday that doesn't exist.
yeah. So here's my concept. The guild is an entity, like a business in town, right?
Yeah.
We sponsor as a guild, as a community service and like a community building thing, a wood carving contest with a cash prize. I'm thinking 500 gold.
I'm gonna have to pull you down.
No, I have 500 gold.
5 gold? That's a lot of fucking gold, Brooke.
She's really talented, right? And her kid's super cute.
I love her.
How much could a banana cost?
I love Rook
How much
so
did it
much.
cost? 50 silver?
Well, you said, okay, so she needs 10 gold. It's 10 gold per market day?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 gold per market day.
So for a week.
Plus childcare, plus expenses of materials and probably some new tools, plus the time in order to work on her craft, which means time she's not doing her job.
Can I take you down to 300? And we'll split it.
Would it be reasonable?
Yes.
Yes. Because you didn't. No,
Could
you
I
did
possibly say that Krozu is still outside and was
I know
like,
you're still holding me.
"Oh, am I still holding you? I'm
You're
happy to
holding
still
me.
be holding you."
that. Allie
Yeah.
did start the sentence with still dangling from Krozu's arm.
Krozu is going to, like, their mouth has been slowly opening under the last, and eventually they're going to go, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Sure, this is a court of open ideas.
If this is about helping someone who has a skill that can be nurtured but needs a bit of funding to do it, why just one? I doubt that Nike's the only person in town who has an interest that they would like to pursue if they had the time and money to do it. Maybe this could be, instead of
The art!
Like a grant!
I was going to say just a general artisan contest with maybe first, second, and third place prizes, but whatever makes you happy?
Become the Catholic Church.
Okay, no, that's great. Okay, so we make a lot of money. Like, what are we gonna do with all this money? We don't need this money.
That's nice.
That sounds like the table.
That's the table.
Buddy.
Has he moved on to the table?
Pursuing his own interests in wood carving.
He wants to wood carve.
Exactly how I saw the session going.
Okay, so we're adventurers. We make a ridiculous amount of gold. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need that money. What are we gonna buy with it? Like 1 billion health potions? Who cares? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what we do. Crozing, you're so right.
You're so right, bestie. You're so true, bestie.
You're so right, bestie. Okay, so we set up a fund, and we give out money to artists in order for them to pursue their interests and create a more beautiful. What's the word?
Frel.
A more beautiful Frel, like beautifying, like so. Like for instance, with Nike, she's a wonderful woodcarver. She can carve a beautiful statue to beautify Frel, and we would pay her for that service because she is a local artist creating a beautiful thing for our community.
I'm sold.
Cruiser, you're so smart,
You're a genius.
and we're gonna be doing it for everybody. Okay, we'll need to figure out some kind of application system, obviously, because
Krozu slowly puts Rook down and backs away.
Crozu's terrified.
Crozu has given their 2 coppers and feels this is enough.
Crozu just got one of those, like, Civ 5, like, idea research notifications that's really loud and scares you, and it's like, Crozu discovered mutual aid. Crozu didn't know they were researching it.
It's like it was like one of the challenges where you hide the research tree and you don't know what you're getting into.
I didn't know what I was getting into. I mean, you could say that about when Crozu joined this fucking party, to be honest. This fucking party, affectionate, obviously.
Yes. Me and I writing our notes right now is just, I think, us creating like a whole like application system.
Did you think this is what was going to happen today, Hannah?
I actually literally asked her just in whisper a few minutes ago, did you think this was how your session was going to go? And she goes, this is exactly how I thought the session was going to go.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I know I said to prepare for like a thing, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I think we're gonna fuck around and invent mutual aid.
Karin is just waiting.
Listen, you can invent mutual aid this evening, but tomorrow morning we need to head out.
Would anyone like to know what the next holiday festival is?
I would love
Yes.
to know what the next festival
I
is.
love
Please.
holiday
The
festivals.
festival is the Feast of Palor.
Ah,
Ooh.
Isn't
Neat.
that Karin's god?
Yes,
Nice.
put on by the Temple of Palor, Karin's temple.
mm-hmm.
Wow, what a coincidence.
What a
Okay.
coincidence.
Like the DM is planning an intricate world where we are invested in it,
I'm weaving a tapestry.
weaving a tapestry.
Tapestry
Okay.
is so weaved, so woven.
And some damn ceiling fan.
What's the
Yeah.
ceiling fan doing?
There.
There's an ant on it.
There's an ant on it?
Yes.
Yes.
They're in the
Where-
walls.
We're infested.
Yes.
They're in the
Okay,
goddamn walls.
I'm sorry, hon.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it because I get very
Angry.
So,
emotional
okay.
about the ant army.
So Grant.
That's fair.
So Patron of the Arts, absolutely. So we set up a fund.
Mhm.
We'll need to create some kind of. I mean, we can definitely put a lot of seed money into it, but we'll probably also need to.
Create something that's putting money in.
Yeah, like we'll do like fundraisers, and we'll do like I can bake. You can be here. You can pass by and hear us talking about this.
Yeah.
I will say, like, can Crozu go into the common room or the guild hall, wherever Karin and Clud are hanging out, and kind of go, so I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but I think Rook and Mallow are planning to do something like creating an arts festival. Anyway, just thought I should inform you. Bye now.
Amazing.
Sounds like they're having a good time.
An arts festival.
Karin's just completely chill with this.
Yeah,
apparently.
It's
Sounds
like-
fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
Karin is just
Karin-
laid back about most things.
Dear.
As long as they're not getting themselves hurt, Karin is okay.
Just Clud's thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go join them, don't you?
Well, it's just I'm wondering what opportunities for investment there are. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not like my sister.
Why don't you go upstairs and ask?
Well, it's just that's not my forte. I was never the business. I had never had the mind for business.
What's your strength?
My strength is 15, so +2.
Okay, cool. You're getting picked up by Karin, and he is carrying you upstairs.
What?
Please roll an opposed.
I do just love the idea that Clud's going, I don't really have a head for business or numbers, as if Mallow and Rook do.
Oh yes,
That's a 12.
that is a.
You got a fucking +8, my man.
Yeah,
He's really strong with that. But mine
acrobatics is really good.
is a +4, which makes that a 13.
Carry that bird.
You got like
flat. I'm like
You're
I'm like
gonna carry that bird. You're
It's
gonna
like-
carry that bird into a subplot.
it's like when Link picks up a cuckoo and the cuckoo is like,
Perfect.
just carry Rook upstairs.
just
Carry Cloud upstairs. Just gently knock on the door. Opens the door with his foot. Tosses Cloud in. Shuts the door.
Okay, Clutch. Hey,
hi.
what's up?
Well, it's just that
I'm not in here anymore. I went back
Well,
downstairs.
he's looking over his shoulder, like hating you.
As you throw Clud in and shut the door, you just close the door and it reveals Tam with like a bedtime glass of milk, just like,
Hi.
Oh, he's not glowing anymore. That's good.
Evening.
He's not glowing anymore, right?
Laughing.
yes.
He's not glowing anymore.
Yeah, no, he's been fixed.
Cled's just like, Crozu mentioned the art thing, and
Oh my god! Join our Patreon of the Arts.
I was just wondering because that sounds like something a wealthy person would join in on.
Yeah, there are plenty of rich people who do that kind of stuff back home.
And like my family is rich, so that feels like something I would be gifted at. Except then I told Karin that it's not something I'm gifted at. My sister is better with the whole business and numbers and
We can
investments.
invite Ra into it.
There is technically enough time to send a letter and receive a response like once
The Antland
between now and the yes.
Okay.
Another dies.
Concept. Obviously, we need your business acumen. Because honestly, I don't know how much a banana costs. And I don't know why that's important, but I don't. But hear me out. We need your business acumen, and I think your connections as well. Like your connections, my connections.
You know, that
and all of our brains put together, we could do this.
Bananas are 2 for 3 copper.
I just do it's a gold.
Club thinks it's a silver per banana.
Gold for a bunch, right? Seems right.
Silver for a
Anyway. But
I'm
no,
sorry, I
this
have
is
to
great.
wash my hands. There's a dead.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah,
That's so valid.
We all have
When
the
you
autism.
come back, will you get me another brownie?
They are very good.
Can I have a brownie?
Of course.
Yeah, all you have to do is just cross the sea.
It's a cookie brownie.
Oh my god, that sounds so good. I'll tell you what though, Dave has birthday cake, and I think I'm probably allowed one more slice.
Okay, that's
So I
pretty
might have
good.
that instead.
What kind
Yeah.
of birthday cake is it?
It's a chocolate birthday cake from Marks and Spencer's, which is
Ooh.
like
Local bake.
Nice.
which is fancy-ish. It's like fancy light, you know?
I mean, local
Love
bake
a fancy
is
cake.
like a local bakery.
Oh god, Marks and Spencer's, no, they're a chain.
Okay.
But it's nice his parents brought it when they came up for his birthday yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's the big 4-0.
One day you will visit, and I will make you 35 birthdays.
So much
Yes.
cake.
Well,
I'd settle for brownies.
fucking birthdays. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I want to
You
come
can
visit.
do an entire flight of tiny cakes.
I want to come visit, even if there's no cake involved.
You deserve full-size cakes, but I think it'd be very cute to do a bunch of little cakes.
You can
That
come
would be
and
adorable. I
It's
do
all
like
into-
tiny things.
move to Scotland.
And
Yeah.
we declare refugee status.
Yeah,
Yep, honestly.
that sounds rad.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about Scotland.
We're not
I've heard-
perfect, but we're okay.
Mhm.
Specifically, my good friend Dally lives in Scotland.
Oh yes.
Yeah, have you guys heard of my good friend?
I've
Yes.
heard of
I
your good
have.
friend Dally.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. And I just think it'd be rad to live in the same country.
That would be really
Also, my
rad.
good friend Dave.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a good fella. A good fella. I've heard of your good friend Dave. Do you think? Okay, this is a little weird because you don't want to say like all Scottish people know each other. That's a little weird. But do you think Dally, my good friend who lives in Scotland, and Dave, your good friend who lives in Scotland, do you think they might know each other? That would be so crazy if they did. Wouldn't they? Oh my gosh!
What if they fell in love and got married?
Oh my god, that would be so funny. I've only heard a little bit about your good friend Dave, but I do think he might.
Guys, you can't just match up all gay Scottish people.
Okay, listen, I just think, B has shown me a couple pictures of Dave. I've shown B a couple pictures of Dally. I just think they look cute together, is all I'm saying.
Dally is dying.
I have died.
5 minutes to get across the country.
I've had to take my glasses off because I started crying from laughter. Oh, you all are the most ridiculous people in the world, and I love it.
We love you.
Love you too.
So anyway,
What are we talking about? Patron of the arts shit?
Okay, with my connections and your connections and all of our brains
in money,
and
because we Ra gave us a lot of money.
She did. And do you think? Okay, so I think I could talk to my aunt and my uncle about this, and I think we could probably talk to Janie about this too, and maybe some other businesses in town. And you could talk to Ra about it, and we could see if we can get sponsors for this arts grant. And then we tell people, we put up a big board with the names of the companies that have sponsored this arts foundation. We should make like a little guild hall for it. We should. We'll wait. We need the money for the artists first, and then we'll build a guild hall in which we will display like monthly viewings. Like a museum? Yeah, but like it's just like a museum, but it's a gallery, right? So people can put their art in there that they have made, and then they can sell it to people with money.
Incredible. I love it.
No, I said to myself, the party doesn't really need like any base building or anything this time.
This one time.
I think it's going to be fine without any sort of like base building.
Without a settlement in need of our help.
Listen, we always want a little place that we can call ours.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we have to leave tomorrow, but we could write some letters tonight and just gauge interest. We could also do so the Festival of Paylor is coming up. I think
Feast of Paylor.
Sorry, the Feast of Paylor is coming up.
It has a festival connected to it, but that is incidental. It is a feast.
Yes. Okay, so the Feast of Paylor is coming up. I think we should do an entire arts festival at some point. I think that's like the dream. I think that's like top goals, right? But I think that
a grant is a start.
A grant is a start. And we need to we could make a booth. We could rent a booth at the Feast of Paylor's festival. And then we could talk to people about what we're doing and help people do the paperwork. And that's just what we'll do the entire festival. I'm sure there's nothing else planned.
Cora's probably going to be busy.
Nothing else we need to think about. Nothing else we need to take into account. Yeah, Hannah.
So yeah, I think this is a really good plan. We can talk more about it on the way, but I think that we should send letters of inquiry to our contacts.
Mm-hmm.
If you have money,
I don't know anyone with money.
That's okay. You're the brainchild.
You can talk to Janie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talk to Janie and local businesses.
Okay.
And we'll also talk to local businesses, but we'll write to our folks. I mean, my uncle. Yeah. Because my uncle ships
Bismic pants.
Okay,
Bismic
girl.
pants. I'm sorry.
From the perspective of a video without any visuals, that came the fuck out of nowhere.
Yes, it did. And you know what? We just won't explain it and move on.
Yeah, let's just keep it as the beautiful mystery that it is.
Yes. So, I mean, my uncle does business in Omashu.
Oh.
And that's not too
Ogashu?
far.
Okay.
Ogashu.
You do mean Ogashu. Omashu is... Yeah.
Tunnel.
So, we can just do... You knocked over your DM binder.
Oh, tremendous.
So,
It's fine.
that's not too far away, and I'm sure
Are you fine?
You sure his...
I mean, I'm sure his shipments go here too, so that's a connection.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And your family does stuff all over the world, basically. Like you make stuff for playthings that. What do you make?
We're fantasy Amazon.
You ship things all over the world.
Please assume Clud. No. I was going to say Clud's explained it in a more, appropriate way, but you know what? We've got Fantasy Costco.
Yeah.
Lurkor's Fantasy Amazon.
Yeah.
I was to say, like, theoretically, have any of you besides the played Outer Worlds?
I have played the first couple of hours.
Outer Worlds.
I have seen.
Oh,
play.
you mean Spacer's Choice?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Gotcha.
Illerco is Fantasy Spacer's Choice.
Also.
I
Oof.
cannot believe played Outer Worlds. But
I want to.
it's
I'm just
It's
like
not the best
I'm in the
choice. It's Spacer's
the
Choice.
ADHD thing where it's like, no, I can't focus on this thing that actually matters, but let me tell you about the last 70 hours I spent wide awake doing nothing but doing this one new hobby, painting.
It's that.
It's not literally. I'm not literally into painting now, but
It's
like,
that, but it's settlements again.
For
You know
me,
what?
it's leveling up my Pokemon and filling out the Pokedex. Do I need all my Pokemon to level 50? I sure don't. Do I need to level them by hand when I have perfectly good experience candy I could be using? I sure don't. Do I anyway? Heck yeah! It make my brain go brr.
Jolly. That sounds. I'm happy for you.
Oh no,
Dally,
it's
there's-
completely off the wall. I don't
There's a
need to be doing it.
perfectly
It just makes me happy.
there's a perfectly good hole full of Golduck that you can sick.
Oh yeah, it's it's the northeast end of the map, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Golduck help it.
The Golduck Hell Pit, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I've EV trained 3 Pokemon now. That's
Hey,
3 more
what-
Pokemon than I've ever EV trained in my entire life.
That's a good question.
How what?
I said, what EV does Golduck give you, anyways?
Oh, it's got to be like, HP?
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever
special
their
attack.
highest
Oh, it's
stat
special
is.
attack. Of course it is.
We obviously we're on a tangent already, but a streamer game streamer YouTuber that we like,
Flygon or the other one?
Jaden. She did a video where she did a Nuzlocke, and she trained her Magneton against literally 80 Meryl.
Oh my god.
I've not read about this, but I saw a TikTok about this specific moment.
Yeah, and so then she went up against a gym leader, and the gym leader knocked the Magneton down to 2 HP. And a pro Nuzlocke guy pointed out, after he watched her videos, he's just like, Meryl yields HP EVs. The number of Meryl that she says that she killed would have yielded about 10 hit points, 10 worth of EVs. And that attack knocked her Magneton down to 2 HP. So killing all those Meryl literally saved her Magneton's life accidentally.
Holy shit. So she
Just-
wasn't even trying to EV train. That's just
Correct.
happened. That's so...
Correct.
God, I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
We can talk this shit because Bee's not here. Oh no, wait, Allie's here. Sorry, Allie.
That's okay. I am going to take this break to say so I looked back. The number that I had for the amount of gold that Rook has didn't make sense in my head after
Yeah,
the large
because
purchase
of
I did.
the cloaks of protection.
Yes, so I went back into my notes and saw that the cloaks of protection were 1,250, so I just subtracted that from the 1,900 that I had.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'm down to like 750, and that feels a lot more correct.
That sounds more like what I anticipated you having.
It's better than.
Yeah, well,
You're
you
doing
have some nice
great.
armor.
Listen.
Do you know that Pathfinder Second Edition? I want you to look me dead in the eyes.
Mhm.
How much does a full set of plate armor cost?
And I know in D&D it's 1,500.
Yeah, how much in Pathfinder Second Edition?
I'm gonna probably guess about 2,000 to 2,000 to 2,500.
I'm guessing
Giving a little bit
200.
You're guessing 200?
I'm
what are you
guessing 1 copper piece.
2
You know
copper
what?
pieces.
You know what, Dally?
I'm closest.
Wait.
Oh, Bucky said 2 copper pieces. Bucky's closest.
No, I
You
said 200.
You said
Oh, okay.
200 gold.
Yeah.
Dally is mathematically the closest.
Thank you.
I know
It's-
I know for a
yeah.
fact what it is, so I'm not guessing.
How much is it?
30 gold.
What the fuck?
The whole
The
economy
exchange rates.
is so nice.
The exchange
And
rates
they-
must be so fucking different in that game.
No, okay, but think about it, right? Think about the fact that in order to hire a laborer for like a day, it's like 1 silver.
An unskilled labor.
An unskilled
is
laborer.
2 silver.
Okay, sorry, 2 silver, right? So that means it would take them.
If you want to hire someone who's skilled in a trade, it's 2 gold a day.
So that's about 15 days.
Yeah.
So that's still 3 weeks.
I mean, if I worked for 3 weeks, I could afford a set of plate armor. I couldn't afford anything else, but I could afford a set of plate armor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how much it costs to have someone build it, like in terms of their labor.
Oh no, I was talking about how much you have to physically make in order to afford plate armor, and I'm saying me right now, I could afford, with 3 weeks of work, a good set of plate armor. I would not be able to afford anything else, but I could. If it's what
I'm
So
about
that
to open
would-
up.
So then that would mean, like, in terms of, you'd have to be thinking about, so how much does the labour we've already established costs 2 gold a day, and then you'd also have to be thinking in terms of making the gold plate armour, what's the cost of the materials? I didn't do maths after high school.
That's honestly cheaper than I anticipated.
I thought it was good. I think it's 1,000 at least.
yeah,
For like a good set of plate armor with all of the bits.
yeah, for someone to custom make that for you.
Yeah.
I'm actually seeing some even cheaper ones here on Etsy.
I'm seeing a lot of like breastplates and shit for.
Are we
cheaper, but-
talking
Yeah.
functional? Full
Functional.
Yeah, like not just decorative.
What that app is doing, it is cutting off like half my screen.
Fascinating.
Okay, I've got a piece of like super high quality leather, like it's a molded leather breastplate
Mm-hmm.
that is designed
Okay.
to your specifications, and it's 895, so I'd say double that.
Oh,
I
please
have a medieval knight suit of armor. I'm looking at it. It's a full suit for $1,119. That is on sale. It's usually $1,399. I could afford this with 3 weeks of pay if I bought nothing else.
Oh, I found the same suit you're looking at.
How,
I also found where the fuck this is.
how fucking dare you?
R, what have you done to Bucky?
I have found the best mug.
It's a mug that you know, the cups that like change color or gain color as they change temperature.
Yeah,
This one is black,
sure.
and then when it has hot liquid poured into it, it slowly reveals an image of Rayloff saying, "Hey, you're finally awake."
Good.
No, that is fucking perfect.
Yeah. But my point is that based off of that, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition economy makes more sense.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that, because I think we already agreed that the D&D economy does not make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's absolute clown shoes. I also like their system of being able to attach runes to the armor later, so that you can get like you can purchase for yourself
Yeah.
your basic plate and then
And then buy runes and then put them on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I have incorporated that into my game, but
Yeah.
for what are needed, he really needed a new set of armor, or it was just
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
fair.
Also,
Yeah.
he wasn't. If you had been like super attached to your armor, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really wanted a better set of armor that would let me stealth.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. You get up to
Okay.
all sorts of mischief. Hi, B. We've been talking about maths.
We all know.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so I think that, and then eventually, I mean, we want to create like an arts council, so we would need to get some citizens. Maybe, perhaps there would be a woodcarver of immense talent who would join the council after some time. I mean, I feel like it should be, okay, so it should be a volunteer role. So I don't want to volunteer her for that. But, I don't know. There would be paid roles too. But I think the council would commission artwork as well. We can really hammer it out on the way to Chilton.
Okay.
Where we are going today, this session.
Tomorrow.
In the morning.
We're going tomorrow.
Hannah's just like, Jesus.
So we'll just, call it a night, but like dream on it.
Uh-huh.
And this is a really good idea. I think between the three of us,
Yeah.
and also, I mean, Crozu's clearly in on it because Crozu had the idea of expanding it to more than the first,
Yes.
Just Nike in the first place. So Crozu's definitely on board. We just have to get Karn on. But yeah. Crozu, not Crozu.
Club.
Claude, yeah. Claude, will you you write to Ra and I'll write to my family, and we'll it doesn't hurt to put the feelers out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm sure Ra will be very excited. No, I can't.
Tell her
I'll
it's an
try.
advertising opportunity.
I will do my best with Ra. We're healing. We're healing.
Yeah.
Healing.
And as a part of the healing, you're offering her a once in a lifetime opportunity to create a better
Frau.
Frel, but also to alter the soulless face of her company to a company that cares about people.
Considering that we are
Which will make her more money because people are more willing to,
They've tried the best, now try the rest.
How dare
You've tried the best, now try Frau.
Listen, we're getting a teleportation circle. This is gonna be
That's true. It's going to be a destination.
yeah.
Prepared for our worst. Our best, but not our dumbest.
Anyway, we should all go to sleep, and I can definitely go to sleep because coffee is. I mean, you drink enough, right? You eventually just shut down.
Make
That's what happened to Brian David
I'm
Gilbert.
gonna say make a Constitution saving throw, and if you fail, you get to sleep.
Rook has a point. I mean,
What's-
that's what happened to Brian David Gilbert.
Constitution. You
Oh
said?
my god, okay. I'm glad that you're getting caught up on the BDG lore.
Oh, I already watched all the
Watched all of
Unravel.
them? Good.
Yeah, you can go to sleep tonight,
Cool.
actually.
Yeah, Rook just kind of like mid word
Falls over.
falls over and starts to snore peacefully.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna tuck the blankets around you.
No.
Just based on what I know about Clover and Max, I assume that once you have both, curled up and gone to sleep, Snowdrop comes over and climbs on top of both of you and sleeps as well.
Has been watching this whole exchange, just like
There's a lot of dog faces going on right now at the table. This makes for a great audio experience.
yeah. I really love
Light panting.
the sound component of making a face. Yeah,
I added light panting.
you did add light.
I'm sorry, that
I
was
did
weird.
not.
Oh god, I just said I'm sorry. Fuck.
How dare you?
Thank you.
Sam says don't say sorry.
Whomst?
Oh, we haven't gotten to that episode yet.
Oh my god, have you seen that? You know what? It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. I can geek out about Game Changer later.
I am very much.
Hey, darling.
I am very much looking
Yo.
forward to the next episode.
Says go.
That's our next
Have you
one.
seen the new Game Changer though?
We've seen the first episode.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're on season 5 right now.
Feel free
Okay.
to give me your reactions because this has been a fantastic season.
Good.
We are still in the middle of the pandemic episodes.
Oh boy, I need to
Beautiful.
go back and watch those.
Okay.
This has been the Dropout Hour here on Mistakes Were Made. We now return you.
Now back to your regular
sponsored
schedule.
by Dropout in the sense that we mail them $5 every month.
Aren't we sponsoring Dropout then? Mistakes were made. Sponsors of Dropout.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh god, be
Official
careful!
sponsor.
Listen, we've already lost.
Give us
We're
some
already
money.
losing money on these streams.
As a
And
gift.
In
We want
can I
to
interest
get
you, our listener, in
money.
providing financial compensation to the Arts Council
and
in order
now,
to further support Dropout.
and now, back to your regularly scheduled content.
I'm dead inside.
This was the regularly scheduled content.
Fuck, what do I
The
do now?
D&D is the anomaly.
Fuck.
Okay. So
If I went through and edited out all the stuff
Yeah,
that wasn't
well,
D&D, we wouldn't have enough, huh?
Krozu, as you're kind of wandering off, you spot Tam kind of wanders by you, holding a glass of milk, and just sort of nods, and is just like, "Yep," and sort of slurps his milk and wanders off again. Tam's having a night.
You know, aren't we all?
Mhm.
I glance at Tam and decide not to ask.
Pretty much what Tam's whole night has been. But anyways, you guys wake up the next morning feeling refreshed, or in Rook's case, crashed.
You have
Yeah.
that Sims 3 moodlet, Buzz Crash.
Mhm.
But the rest of you are bright and chipper, and as Rook, how are you doing? Are you like up?
Root. Dead sleep. Shoots up. Starts hovering by the sea. And says, if we assemble an Arts Council, we'll be able to create a charitable group, which means we'll be tax exempt, which means more art for the artists, which means more beauty for Frel, which means, yes, Mallow, you're raising your hand.
Does Root? I know that we
Snowdrop
don't
like reaches
need it.
up and boops her nose into your hand when it's raised.
This is technically out of character.
Uh-huh.
Does Rook get the benefit of a long rest if Rook
Was crashed.
crashed out of too much caffeine intake?
I technically slept for 8 hours.
Yes, if Rook succeeds on the Constitution save, however, it won't.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a fun thought for later, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, and Root takes a swig of espresso or coffee.
Okay. Yeah. So, who are the other roomies? Are the other roomies Krozu and Clud?
Clud would have gone to his own.
Yeah, I think like we don't have our own rooms.
I actually don't know what the rooming situation is regarding Krozu.
As far as I know, Karin sleeps at the temple, or did last time I asked
He-
about the rooming situation.
He goes back and forth between sleeping at the guild hall and sleeping at the temple, just kind of depending on like what he was doing the day before.
Okay. So. Yeah.
If Krozu
Clud.
shares a room, I don't know who they share it with.
Be a bestie. Welcome to
there it is.
hell.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Not Clud, because Blood is leaving to go change his laundry. Krozu,
Be a bestie.
Like just as the sun like fully peaks over the horizon, you hear a at the door.
Okay. I get out I get out of bed and open the door. This is around the time I wake up.
Hey. So Rook said that we're coming with you guys. I'm so excited. I just travel with Jock, and it's just gonna be so much fun to have like a whole group of adventuring buddies. You know, we used to have a little bit bigger of a group, but then fucking Kevin left to join the Atom Cats. We still haven't forgiven him for that, by the way.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
wow. Fuck Kevin.
Yeah, seriously, fuck Kevin. He doesn't even talk to us anymore. Now he's too edgy and cool.
I have a question. No. I have a question. Wait. If I'm not rooming with Clud and Karin, like, comes and goes, who am I rooming with? And is it an Atom Cat? Is it Kevin?
That is very funny to me, but no, the Atom Cats room with each other.
That's fair. That's fair.
They're too cool for you.
That's fair.
No, I will let you choose. Either you can split a room with Karin that you only have to share part-time, because Karin only sleeps there part-time, if that's okay with Karin, who's not currently here.
I'll go with that, yeah, sure.
Or I will let you share a room with both members of In the Rough.
Oh god, I love In the Rough. I'll say Karin, though, I think, if that's okay with R.
Yeah, we'll ask R when he gets back from whatever stuff he's doing.
So, yeah, traveling together, that makes sense. You're going on a quest for Nike, we're going on a quest for Jason Connor. It takes us to the same place. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, Rook would probably want to check in with you, right? Since they're the one who asked, right?
Rook would want to check in with you, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But I went to Rook's room, and he was already up, so I wanted to make sure that everyone was up, because I don't want to miss a second of this buddy trip!
You know, you should go make sure that Clud is up, too.
Oh, Jacques doing that.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got that covered. Well, I'll meet you downstairs for breakfast in a couple minutes then, huh?
Yeah, can't wait. So what are you wearing?
Krozu looks down and says, my pajamas?
Oh, no, I meant for the trip. Like, if you want to get changed now, or do you want, like, outfit advice, or I can fix your hair?
What I was going to do was turn around, close the door, and then get dressed, and then come down to breakfast.
Okay, well, you can do that. Like, I'll step inside so you can close the door.
You're gonna what? Are you gonna watch me get dressed?
Oh, is that weird? Sorry. I'll tell you what, I'll go outside the door, and I'll be waiting right outside for when you're ready.
Great. Okay. Krozu closes the door, starts to get dressed, and is thinking to themselves, I'm going to steal all of her eggs.
Yeah, Eloise, like, walks out of the room with her eyes already covered like this.
Good.
Her little robot friend just kind of tip-taps along behind her.
I forgot she had a little robot friend.
She does.
It also has what?
Of course it does.
What does he have?
A gun.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah, Krozu is going to get dressed, complete with their armor and cape of friendship, protection, and then head downstairs. They will shake Karin awake if Karin stayed here tonight, otherwise see them when they get in.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience.
You're welcome. Clud, in a dead sleep, just a few moments after the sun has fully crested the horizon, you hear outside your room.
Yes.
Morning, Clud.
Morning.
So Rook says we're going with you guys.
Oh, I guess so.
So it's time to get up.
Cool. Thank you.
You excited for the trip, bud?
I'm a morning person.
I do actually like. There's a common sort of pejorative belief that Goliaths are bad with emotion, but I do actually recognize when you're lying.
I'll be fine.
It's okay. I didn't used to be a morning person, but a few years with Eloise has kind of rubbed off on me.
That's very sweet.
So, coming down soon?
Yep, just let me handle my stuff.
Okay. Can't let you fall asleep for a second time, bud.
I won't. He turns and he gets out of bed and he goes, I'm out of bed.
Alright. Well, good talk. I'll go tell Eloise you're ready.
Yep. Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
Bros.
I can't believe you got the taciturn one.
Well, Eloise is still... Jacques isn't necessarily taciturn, it's just...
When compared to Eloise, he is.
Yes.
I say this with love. I adore them both. But
Great.
this does not come naturally to Crozy.
Was I always saying that in character?
Oh, I assumed that Dally was not saying that in character.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
I am not currently speaking in character.
Yeah. Eloise is outside your door, still with her hands over her eyes, but she is just chattering away to you. She is so excited for this besties road trip.
So good.
And you hear slightly heavier footfalls, although Jacques is, as I've mentioned a couple times before, somewhat daintier and more light-footed than you would typically expect for a Goliath. But he comes by and says, "Got him up, Else." And you hear, "That's great. Close Cleg's up. Isn't that exciting?"
Are you sure? Maybe you should go double check.
No.
No, I trust Jacques.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll be out in a minute.
Jacques' my best friend. He's never let me down.
That's really sweet.
Trust Jacques.
Is this an accurate depiction of Mala?
No. I just didn't sleep much today.
That is fair.
Oh, hugs. I will eventually emerge once I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm taking about the same amount of time as usual. I'm not rushing on account of Jacques and Eloise. I am plotting to steal Eloise's breakfast, though.
You're so valid.
You're doing great.
Karin is downstairs as always.
You'll have to be pretty fast.
Sure will. I like a challenge. Yeah, I'll come out and start walking down and assume that they're coming down too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and yeah, you are all down for a lovely breakfast. Crozy, make me a sleight of hand roll.
Oh, for stealing eggs?
Yeah.
Eggs.
You bet.
Eggs.
What is my
Egg.
sleight of hand? Oh, well, that's not important.
I don't know, but you have to beat an 18.
Will a nat 20 do it?
A nat 20 will do it.
Oh my god.
This is
Incredible.
the only important roll I've ever made.
Yeah.
The most important role.
Yep.
You have so skillfully swiped Eloise's eggs that even as Eloise, hunches down and prepares to do the same horrible thing she does every breakfast, which is scoop up her entire plate of scrambled eggs in her hand and eat it like an animal.
Incredible.
She scoops air and bites down like a cartoon character. And you, meanwhile, are peacefully, placidly eating an omelet that has grown a little taller, with no one the wiser.
Good.
So,
Beautiful.
and she says, "Oh man, I adventuring eggs go?
Maybe they
Oh,
went
you're-
on an adventure.
This is probably right.
Karin will toss her a few hard-boiled eggs.
I would
This
also
is my villain
like
arc.
a reflex save.
Oh no, not reflex save.
Wait, reflex save for who? Just Clud?
Oh yeah, just Clyde.
Where's
Good.
my reflex?
I like your hat, R.
Saving throw.
Right.
Or you have a beautiful hat.
Thank you.
That is a 13.
Okay. You are just too slow to snatch at Eloise's robot as it once again
Steals the gold flakes.
snarfles the gold flakes from the top of your souffle.
Rip.
I mean, it has no nutritional value, but it's the principle of the thing.
You should get good.
It beeps in disagreement about the nutritional value. Okay.
Well, I suppose it has nutritional value for you. Fine.
Snowdrop
Is a good girl.
appears, snarfling down what looks to be just sort of a big bowl of it seems to be like all of the eggs that have maybe been like a little bit flubbed. There's like some like over easy eggs. They're maybe veering towards over medium. There's some poached eggs that have too much wispy white. There's a couple of eggs that are just like raw. And she's just very contentedly munching down on this full bowl.
What a good girl.
And
Toast's
she
gonna be so shiny.
Mhm.
What a good girl.
She is a good girl. She's wearing her fancy new armor,
Oh,
and she's very gently like nuzzling into Mallow's leg as she eats. And you all enjoy a lovely, nutritious breakfast. And prepare to set out, which is where we will pick up next session. Because
we spent the whole session
You guys-
RPing.
you guys spent the whole session developing the concept of an arts council.
We worked really hard on it.
Yeah.
We're really proud of it.
We need like little pins that we could
Oh my
sell.
Oh my god.
It is,
Council?
in fairness, absolutely fucking adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Some D&D groups create the mafia. Others create drug cartels. We create a non-profit organization.
We create a nonprofit arts organization
It's
And a
important.
museum.
and a museum.
Yeah, we have to support the arts.
Anyways, thank
Why-
you all for playing.
We're like this.
Thank you for putting up with this, Hannah.
Hey,
Anytime.
she said this is exactly how she saw the session going. So
Yeah.
Oh,
like she
yeah. What's it like to have the gift of prophecy?
I mean, like, seriously, how did you know that we were going to create an arts program?
I didn't know. I just knew you wouldn't fucking get to the puzzle I'm really excited about.
Karin has
There's
just
a
been sitting.
puzzle?
Way to go.
Wait, there's a puzzle. I want to do a puzzle. Can we do the puzzle next time?
Late.
2 weeks.
15 years too late.
Oh, man.
Honestly, if you actually manage to get all the way to the puzzle next session, I will be truly shocked. But
Okay, that's a challenge.
I'll have it ready just in case.
Thank you.
We love a puzzle.
We love Hannah.
Anyways, I love all of you, and that is it for today's session.
Yeah.